Another remake has been released into the atmosphere, ensuring complete global saturation. I don't even do this shit. Perfect. Resident Evil 2 Remake was almost quite...
Goodbye.
Resident Evil 3 Remake, how to put it? I am unimpressed. Putting this game to the test, I'm not to digest. Ihr kleinen Bitches seid nicht echt. Listen up, gamers. Nobody gives a zich about the original RE3. You didn't place it, I didn't place it, so to rephrase it, whatever criticism I have of this game, if your response is, well, actually, in the original game... Like Khalas, if I take an old game from 20 years ago, big and I turned it into a shitty game with updated graphics and everything modern 2020 style, it sure as hell is a fantastic remake that's faithful to the original, but it's still a shitty game! For me, it's all about, am I enjoying this or not? Or what? And why? Bottom line, if you're looking for some nostalgic and a licking, then please turn to your mother's malalach. Resident Evil 3 gave me a final rating of a C for king shit. Gang signs. I will return the favor by talking about my likes, my dislikes, and so okay. So first, positive. I'll say it before and I'll say it again. The graphics are clean. It looks fucking clean. The environments are detailed. It has a gritty look and vibe. It's spooky. Whether it's the vacation pictures on her fridge or the German rapper in her fridge.
Ich scheiß auf alle.
You know what? I have a fetish for these tiny animations like opening locks and shit. It's like ASMR but for non-retards.
Hey everyone.
From the beginning to the end of Resident Evil 3, I could always look around and say, yeah, nice. I don't know if it's the engine, but I do know that Nemesis still looks hella badass and constipated. And Jill went from this in Resident Evil 5 to this. A creative change. Very good upgrade. Smaller titties, but good face. On a side note, just because Parasite was a good movie doesn't mean you have to suck one off, but it's okay, I support 6. The whole roster of characters is well designed and distinct. From Quirky Pumuckl to all the other cast members. Facial animations and the cutscenes in general are still top of the game. Not gonna lie, this is quite a cinematic experience. The ratio from gameplay to cutscene is at least big, and that does not bother me. I loved Resident Evil 5, and that game was basically a really corny action movie. The cinematography is epic and always effectively transfers awesomeness from screen to my anus. So in conclusion, Skye, hold your butts, cause tonight we go and positive number 2, I know. In the game's campaign, you keep schwitzing between the two characters. It's done to keep things fresh, you know? They have different weapons and gender. And with that being said, I have actually exhausted my time. These are the two things I like about Resident Evil 3. The vast majority of this title made me go Obi-Nobi. And I just fucking love how a lot of other reviews out there are blind to these issues.
Oh wow, very good.
This is amazing, guys. Suck up! Ihr kleinen Krus seid Imitat! Resident Evil 3 is lazy, uninspired, boring, repetitive, and basically every adjective that describes something that's almost shit.
Viens en face de moi.
Let's begin with the key aspect of the game now. Is this game scary? Let me answer this question with another question.
No.
You always have a shit ton of ammo, especially when playing with a pubic head.
Oh my.
The game is in such a rush to push you forward that it's never able to build up any suspense. This is amateur shit. Dodging zombies and melee attacking like shouting is as inconsistent as cooking Goomba cheating with a wrong amount of total and fun. You know what I'm talking about.
Yep.
My wife loves to cookie and suck on my cookie. With the right amount of timing, you can dodge the most undodgeable of attacks and turn the most supposedly scary enemy into a bunch of blind suckers. Fucking hell. Wie viele Menschen in Deutschland werden von ihrem Briefkasten in den Arsch gefickt? And because they knew this shit wasn't scary, they decided, let's turn it into an action game. And believe me, there's tons of that. There's one where the game spawns zombie waves at you, but because it can't handle that amount of stuff at once, dead zombies disappear in a blood fart explosion. AAA stuff right there. The zombie spawn points are rendered in what looks like 15 FPS and for some reason also are invulnerable. Whatever limitations and constraints the developers had become blatantly obvious at every step of the way. Yet I can still see Capcom fanboys running to its defense like,
espèce de grosse salope que tu es.
But alright, I am all blown, me China. You want to make an action game?
Fair enough, fair enough.
Do it correct! There are hints of that visible here. These new enemy types sure look fresh as fish. Very cool designs. Unfortunately, that is it though. There is nothing interesting about the way you have to fight them. Literally just spam bullets. No unique moveset or special approach to defeat. Just shoot till dead. This is so fucking lazy. Their effort did not go beyond aesthetics. All of this would have been fine and dandy if there was enough new original content. But there just isn't. This extends to the world too. There is so much backtracking here. En fait, c'est embarrassant. Niquez les mères. They rehashed the police station. Again, would have been cool if this was a longer game. But it's not. It's like RE2's greatest shits. If you like that, then how about you go to www.vanyamanasboost.com. Old locations make up about 20% of an already tiny ass game. And they're essentially unchanged. Do you see where I'm getting at with all this, yeah? They didn't play it safe, they played it fucking lazy. Zero innovation was the principle here. Capcom, you dirty, dirty pig.
Vous êtes des merdes pour moi, des moutons. Allez brouter l'herbe, c'est tout ce que vous savez faire.
But they had one ass up there, Irmo. When things get too stale, just make the nemesis pop in through a wall like...
Whoa.
The legendary nemesis. Don't make me laugh. Listen, mandiamo, por favor, pagate. I think RE2 was a fine game. But Mr. X, endlessly following you around the world, ruined major parts for it for me. It wasn't scary, he wasn't a threat, he wasn't a challenge, he was a gimmick. An e-boy. Every time he popped in through a wall, he was like, hello places, no fuckers, yo. All my homies hate Mr. X. So they took the worst part of RE2 and turned it into the central mechanic of an entire game. Or so I thought. I think a lot of people would have actually enjoyed that. But the nemesis is not a constant presence that you have to deal with. You have a couple of highly scripted chase events. And when he attacks you, just dodge roll till infinity. And please do not even get me motherfucking started on the motherfucking boss fights. Think about this. The nemesis can shoot a rocket into her vagina, but for her, it ain't nothing but a tampon. Or when he transforms into a giant Zwarte Piet and wrecks her stomach like... But it's okay. It's the most boring, unimmersive shit ever, and it reeks of unwillingness to offer anything innovative or interesting to the player.
Il va être tellement gelard, tu vas voir ce que je vais rentrer dans ton clavier, ton ordi, jouet pour enfants, pousse cette touche, je vais te briser en deux.
Last but not least, imagine this is a plane. I'm a plane. The fun, okay? The fun I had. The fun you have with Resident Evil 3 is a plane. That's the fun. It's me. I'm a plane. And when it's already slowly going down, Capcom stares into your eyes. You ask, what's the plan, Capcom? Capcom responds,
Crashing this plane.
because of its more linear nature, there are safe spots at every corner. There aren't any stakes here. No more nervousness. Will I make it to the next save slot? Get through a cutscene? Save point. Get through a corridor? Save point. Pick up a giant hose and hide it in your fotze? Save point. There are also severe issues with continuity and consistency. Picture this. I have killed all zombies in a room, and after a character switch, it's filled again. And not enough time has passed for this to make sense. How? Explain. That's right. You can't. You piece of shit. There is nothing left of the classic Resident Evil charm where you roam a location looking for puzzles and clues and are scared on the way. All that is in the fucking poubelle like this whole fucking game. Final rating time! Resident Evil 3. I like you. That's what I would say if it was opposite day. But that shit is fake. I can tell you wanna make a comeback. We're not doing that. I need a Steam refund fast, cause your game plays like ass. Hobie Benjamin. Check it out. This is a generous and fair 4 out of 10. In Germany we say Außenmerkel Innenferkel. Lol. It's a minimum viable product that Capcom shitted out of their badonkadonk. Don't forget to watch it. Hello everyone, Ranton meme time. Today we're gonna do a quick one, but we got some spicy shit. A guy donated 100 bucks to tell me to his girlfriend if she will marry him. Crazy motherfucking shit. She said yes. Awesome. When you ask a $20 hooker for anal. She's considering it. Loy boy strikes again. Look at me, Doom guy style, shooting ACG and Michael John White, and there Tuck Fuji coming to my help. Fantastical. Small Anton, 6'4". 6'4". It's a funny picture, but actually I don't know what 6'4" means. Is it a joke that I'm tall or that I'm small here? Well, anyways, Frankfurt an der Oder, crazy city. Rantoni reviews, funny 7 out of 10, retired on information. Bam, 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 bam. I got all 4 covered. Banjoed. Xander Desmecht, you don't know how much this picture actually means to me. Ranton and Bruce, yes, thank you really from the bottom of my heart. This is a great picture. I want to thank all my Megalodonis for their special support. A fan of Rantoni named Tony, great name, bitch. Van Titzling, mate. Jimmy Paupus, Nazaramai, Emmanuel Renier, Henry Reif, Toxic Inventor, David and Yuppie, next. And with that being said, as always, Rantoni out.